Hello, I'm Keith Coffee and Hobby. And I know it's been a while. I've been working on some things, cooking up a couple of minis. For those of you who don't know, I do eventually plan to become a professional mini painter, so I've been practicing. And today I wanted to show you 5 minis I've been practicing on these last couple months. So, let's start with the first. Our little saurus friend here. Wondering why I don't have any sort of cuts to better pictures or anything, because I don't have the equipment to take any better pictures. But as you can see, there's a lot of basic highlights and all that going on there. I want to say I got that one done. It was soon after the October video I did. And then from that you can see an understanding of highlights, shadow, basic understanding of that stuff. But it's rather simple in its detail. What I'd call the tabletop standard. Oh, not standard, but you could take that to a game and you'd be just fine. Now the next one is just one step above from that, where I worked a bit more on it. I focused a bit more and tried to integrate more details. This is the drummer. Really simple in his sculpt. And the details. See if I can give it more weight on. Hey! We lost the lens. Just put that to the side for now. Highlights are a bit more prominent, but aren't as good on this one. They aren't as well placed, in my opinion. One step up from the previous, but still not as good as I would like. Again though, this would be perfectly fine for a tabletop game. Next we're going to get into our axe friend. Again, one step up and still not a whole lot of change that we can see. Again, by this guy, I'm still getting more back into the painting. But there's a few more details and all that. Now, the next one, I'm going to say the biggest leap in quality. This is where I really locked in and I decided, you know what? I'm going to put quality over time, which is why this video took so long to get out. And that is the Spearman. As you can see here. I think the camera's picking that up. As you can see, there's more highlights on the shield. A bit more accurate. And I actually tried to do some non-metallic metal. You can see here on the spear. And on the little bracer there. As well, I think on the middle shield bits. But you can see that that quality is raised just a bit more. You can see I started to do some brown detailing on the spikes on the back. Try to make that look more organic and integrate more detail. And the last one I think is the best out of all 5 and that I am the most proud of, and that is the Shaman. See that I tried to do non-metallic gold, and I did the non-metallic on the other metal parts as well, integrating more of that brown detail, getting as close as I can, getting every single little detail. I didn't do a black shadow, I did a dark purple shadow for the scales and all that. I did more of looking at the actual origin of where the light would be coming from. You can see from the highlights here that it's more accurate to where you'd see the light. You can see the bit of a grain in the wood. I even put a pupil and an iris in there. That's a really small detail. See if I can get that captured in here. Come on, focus. That's not on focus. So you can see I put more detail in the face and all that. I'm doing some shadows under the eyes to show not only the depth of that part, but also kind of giving it more of a stressed look, like he's been marching for a while. And I went beyond just black and white for the highlight and shadows. I tried integrating more colors. I'll highlight here so you guys aren't getting light flashing in your eyes. But that's what I generally try to do. And the next thing I'm going to do is I need to restock my paints. And I need to get a varnish so I don't have to worry about oil from hands and taking the paint off. But after that, I'll likely look at getting a light box and maybe a better camera if I can afford it, so that I can take better pictures to share on Instagram and all that, and hopefully cut into these videos. But that is my progress so far. I'm going to kind of do these videos as a one-take thing, just to kind of, so I can focus more on the actual mini painting. Even if I don't get a whole bunch of views, this feels more genuine to me. So, anyways, this has been Casey of Coffee Hobby, signing up. Remember to drink coffee and paint minis.